One of our students asked, what can they do right now to prepare themselves as a pre-law student? As someone is like, they're wondering if there's any exposure they can get to AI prior to going to Sydney to study. And then the other question was for practice. So if they were looking, Rahul, for an articling position. So maybe we'll start with Jose Miguel. Is there anything they can do with getting exposure to these AI systems or tools prior to going into studying at Sydney?
Yeah, it's a very good question. And here at Sydney, we have a policy of diversity in the profiles that make it to law school. So our assumption is that people have not experimented with the tools, or if they have experimented with the tools, they might have used AI tools that are available to all, that they might not be the adequate ones. So what we have thought is a lot about the equity that, assuming that people have a certain knowledge about how to use AI, coming to law school would imply. Why? Because we get very diverse profiles from people from very wealthy, well-educated families that have had access to the cutting-edge models that cost $40 a month to the ones that have barely interacted with AI. So in that sense, we have no expectations that you should be able to do anything with AI tools to enter into law school. And that's where the kind of ground zero training starts. From there, we are experimenting with different providers, from Harvey AI to the more common ones, the Westlaw, the LexisNexis, about which ones are the ones that we are going to offer free to our students, that we assume the cost. And we have been finding that the best way to do this is a combination of all of them. So what you can do before is actually understand prompting. That's probably the only thing that I would say that you can do. Because if you understand prompting and you get like some ideas, you can also, it will be good for your general life, but it will be good when people start talking about it, that you can see what they are capable of and where the limitations are. But honestly, I feel that I probably shouldn't be telling you all of this, because probably you all are doing this already. So you probably are much better at prompting than I am. So anyway, you are fine. That's the bottom line.
Thank you. And Rahul, if you're considering someone for an articling position or internship or anything like that within your firm, I guess after Sydney would be a good place to start, I guess, because they're getting that exposure to the AI in the program now. But what would you be looking for with regards to someone's experience with AI?
Right. So let me just kick off from where Jose left off, prompting. It's all about prompting. If you don't know, I mean, AI is not searching in Google. It's very, very different. You can be very successful if you know how to prompt it properly, and you could have a very, very expensive platform. If you don't prompt it properly, it's just as good as searching something in Google, which is not that great. Anyways, the question about what I would be looking at. Well, that's a hard question because it's this is an evolving community here, evolving topic, evolving space. So I'm not sure what employers are going to be looking for. I don't know how many law firms are actually, I should know this, but a lot of the big law firms are quite on top of adopting AI, but a lot of the smaller law firms like mine are quite low on the percentage. But the wheel of justice slowly. So I don't know whether the lawyers who are in charge of hiring articling students will know anything about much about AI. So um, I think the answer would be just to focus your education. If you are going to Sydney, I mean, Jose, listed a very, very strong case to study in Sydney. I wish I had that opportunity, and to start practicing today. But if you have that practice today, you can be an already evolved lawyer. And that's what you need to basically show. Articling is one of the most difficult things to obtain, even after the law degree, even after the NCAs. So if you have the skills to share with your potential employer, I think that's what you need to showcase, what you've learned and what you can do for them, um, so that you can stand out as a candidate.